Well, good day and welcome once again to Moments with Dr. Steve. I'm Dr. Steve Bonenberger, and on this day we get to plow into the biblical history of our heritage. And we're moving through the Gospel of John. We're just in the initial chapter. It's so rich and so deep. I built an entire collection of literature around all of John's work. If you care to get some of it, go to stlegis.org, leave us a message, and we'll get it to you. John the Beloved, in our next series of conversations, plows into history. He wants those of us who will read the piece in later days, that's you and me, to know that there is ancestry and fullness here. There is an active and historically accurate backstory that colors and impacts the stories he's going to be telling us, and recanting the life of Jesus Christ that he, for a portion of his days, walked side by side with. And his first lesson is that God gave law to Moses. God gave law to Moses. The laws of God were given to Moses. These laws govern and provide operational framework and discussion for how God is going to instruct and lead his people, and more importantly, how God is going to position and then prosper his people. These two operational pistons, God's instruction and leadership, and God's positioning of his people. God's instruction and leadership, God's positioning of his people. These are the twin driving dynamos that bring understanding to all things. They are Hebraic in their history, and they are compositional in their ability to bring understanding and comprehension of who God is. History lesson number 2, grace and truth come solely through Jesus Christ. Grace and truth come solely through Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ personified and personalizes grace and truth. The face and the very embodiment of these two driving virtues, grace and truth, are located and foundational and formative, and have as their font Jesus Christ. Grace is the strength that grows through gratitude. Grace is knowledge gained through direct inspiration. Grace is divine influence that shapes and redirects lives. Grace is the determination to build kind constructs that improve human lives. And grace is the walking and visible tracing and etching of the presence of Jesus. Truth is the striving for personal excellence. I love that. Truth is the acceptance of God's point of view as preeminent and most important. Truth is the reverence for God's perspective. Truth is the openness and viability to leaning into the messaging and directive of God. Truth is accepting the candor of Christ. Truth is the search for right thinking. Truth is the erasure of all things corrupt and corrupting that disavow God's true nature. Truth is accepting and adhering to determining latitudes and longitudes. Truth is the true notion that God and God alone is the final arbiter for all human destiny. History lesson number 3, the record of John the Baptist. This is eyewitness reporting we have. This is not fable-making. This is not hyperbole. This is not guesswork. This is not listening to others tell of their encounters. This is John the Baptist reporting from the scene of the historical occurrences. We are grateful for John the Beloved. He uses the word martyria, and it's the word from which we derive two words, martyr and testimony. John gave us and deposited testimony about his manifest record of his encounter with Jesus Christ. I'm Dr. Steve Bonenberger. Till next time, this is Moments with Dr. Steve. Travel far.